I am getting to design and set up the writing space of my dreams, and I'm going to take you along with me. Hi, I'm Madeline James, and I'm a fantasy writer here on AuthorTube. Today, we are going to design and start setting up my new writing space. The room that I'm going to be using as my writing space has previously functioned as a playroom, guest room, sewing room, future nursery sort of space, but now that we've decided not to have any more children and I don't need to use this room as a nursery in the future, we've decided that it would make the most sense to move my writing and my filming and all my crafting up to this room. I am so excited to have the ability to really start from scratch and set up this room exactly the way I want it to be. I knew I wanted a darker, moodier feel when it came to this space. It's just where I feel most inspired and most comfortable. And I found this beautiful Morris & Co. dark wallpaper and fell in love with it. And I sort of picked all of my colors and what wood tones and furniture colors I wanted to use to go with that. For my sewing area, I like to be able to watch and listen to TV while I sew. It's just something I find very relaxing. So I needed to have a spot to put my TV and then have my sewing table a little bit further away from it. I knew I wanted to downsize my sewing table because the one I have right now is absolutely ginormous and I do not need one that's that big. On the wall behind my desk, which is gonna both function as sort of my backdrop and a big just inspiration area for me, on top of that wallpaper, I knew I wanted this IKEA Wallpaper? I don't know how to pronounce it, but that line of furniture from IKEA, I have always loved it and I've never had a room that it could fit in. So that was one of the inspirations that I also had from this space, was to really try and fit that in. So I know I want 2 bookcases, and I think the cabinet, because that'll give me some closed storage area that I can kind of tuck things away and not have to worry about how it looks. The last really important area, and the most important area, is obviously my writing desk. I think I'm gonna go more into this in the next video, but I picked out this beautiful desk I wanted. I really wanted something big. I really wanted to have a sort of computer typing side and more of a drawing, planning, more of like physical open space that I could play with on the other side of the table. And the other thing I knew I wanted is I wanted shelves so that I could have things stored and reach them easily. I wanted a mirror so that I can sort of look in it and see my awesome inspiration area while I'm working. I wanted a corkboard to be able to pin up maps and notes and maybe inspiration pictures and stuff like that to really help me stay focused when I'm working on a project. And just room to put all the things I need quick access to: craft books, stationery, sticky notes, pens, that sort of a thing. This room has a pretty nice sized walk-in closet, so I just needed to put up the IKEA system for being able to store all of my crafting stuff and also store all of my extra filming equipment, my stationery, my notebooks, all of that sort of stuff. So the first thing I wanted to do once I cleaned out all the stuff that I had in here before, sold off some of the furniture that we still had lingering around in here, was to paint the walls. I got to pick this really fun dark purple color, which I decided to do in flat paint, both because I thought it would be really cool and I'm not worried about the walls in here getting dirty and having to wash them, and also because it wouldn't be as reflective for the camera. Okay, so there is no more of the like aqua blue paint anymore, which is really exciting. I was nervous to see what this color would look like on the walls and to see kind of how dark it would be, but I love it. I know a lot of people aren't big fans of dark paint, but it's just the right mood for me. I'm very into it. I also have this strange satisfaction with watching this paint dry because it obviously goes on wet and then it dries flat, so like the texture looks really cool. I'm very into it. So as I mentioned before, I fell in love with this wallpaper from Morris & Co. Like absolutely fell in love with it. I had never wallpapered before doing this, so I was really lucky to have a friend who sort of knew what they were doing, and I binge watched a ton of YouTube videos of people wallpapering. But it actually was not as hard as I was expecting it to be. The first paste we got ran out pretty quickly and we had to get more, but we managed to get all the wallpaper up in one night, and while we did stay up until 1 o'clock in the morning, and it definitely isn't perfect, I'm pretty happy with it. The wallpaper has these beautiful sort of gold embellishments on the decorations that are sort of reflective and reflect light. So from different angles and different lighting, the wallpaper just really looks cool. And it just makes me really happy, which is the whole point of this entire space. The next step was going to IKEA and picking up the furniture. We decided to do this in just one big haul because we're stupid, and that's basically all I have to say about it. But we went to IKEA to pick out almost all the furniture for this room, basically everything that isn't the desk corner. So I got the sewing table, a little table for my printer, the 2 bookcases, the cabinet, and a cart. Let's just say it was a lot of boxes. Basically everyone in my household loves putting IKEA furniture together, so it got put together pretty quickly. But I will say that the bookcase and the cabinet were a little bit tricky to get together.
Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way, don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand, look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here, I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer, I wanna stay here with you.
At this point, I have about 1/2 of the room mostly done. I still need to bring up my books and figure out the artwork and get all of that set up, but the structure of the room is here, and it is so inspiring. I cannot wait to write in here. The next video is gonna really be exciting. I'm just gonna be really making this room complete, inspiring, just amazing. I ordered this really cool map to go above the cabinet, and there are sea monsters in it. Let me just say that. I can't wait to see what this room is gonna look like when it's done. If you want to follow along with me completing the rest of this renovation, go ahead and like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.